Hope this works. Okay. Box of art history project. This was my container. Box. It was portable. I like carried around with me. Its textbook came everywhere with me when I was up and away, seeing family in the college. Every spare minute I kind of had, like that was spare minutes for the time I had to work on this. So, tiny case. Colorful cards. I put them all in here so I can go through them. My blue cards are dislike, hate, dislike, don't understand cards. So blue cards are dislike cards, and pink are love cards. Haha. Like, love, interested, positive, pink. I also have teal cards, and if I didn't like hate it, but I also didn't love it, like it, or like had a question, or it was like just like other, basically. Teal. Let's keep going. Okay, box, textbook. We're gonna go. I didn't have access to a printer, so I had no chance to like paste them onto the cards. Some of them have like little sketches, but a lot of them don't. So I'm gonna use the textbook instead of like cutting them out of the textbook, which I want to avoid. I don't have a printer, so I'm just gonna like show you the textbook when I talk about the cards, hence the video. Let's do it. Okay, first card. Week 2, which is when we started this project. Chapter 1, Modern Art. James McNeil's Whistler Nocturne, Black and Gold, Falling Rocket, 1875. I like the wispy flowing lights, a brivy, beautiful atmosphere, as well as the figures that are they're there, but they're abstract, which I thought was cool. And I did do a little sketch. Hopefully you can see it. This is the artwork in question. I hope you can see it. I'm gonna leave these in here as I turn so I can go back to them. Okay, your next card. Week 2, Chapter 1, Modern Art. Joseph Mallard, Willia Turner, The Burning House of Parliament, 1834. The beauty of destruction, the power and horror of fire, reflected in the body of water that could snuff the raging fire. I was poetic this day. Pink, I liked it. We talked about this one in class. You've seen it before. This one. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, week 2, chapter 2, page 32. Lots of twos. Auguste Renoir, Moulin de la Guarde, 1876. Large painting of outdoor gathering of people. Feels like a dream, memory, forgotten, hazy, dreamlike edges with light spots. Oh, I really liked the light spots in this one through the trees. That was a really interesting lighting effect, and it gives a really interesting mood. Happy couples dance and chat in soft summer clothing. A picture. This one. Like. Oh, hate. We got some hate. Week 3, chapter 3, Post-Impressionism. But I don't like pointillism. We liked Post-Impressionism, but I have pointillism hate. Love what it makes. Thinks the artworks is pretty, but hates doing it. Drives me crazy. Brings intense frustration, but loves the fuzzy texture. I think I was looking at this one when I did it. Pointillism. Don't like pointillism. It's very true. Okay, next. Another love. Okay, week 3, chapter 3, Post-Impressionism, page 51. Gustav Morav, The Appreciation, sorry, I can't read my own writing. 1876, the power she holds, the strength, naked, exposed, but she's not scared. She has won, this man is dead. Deadly woman with a heart. We liked it. I also made a little drawing. Look how pretty she is. She's so powerful. We also talked about this one in class. We all loved this one. This guy. I think the dude might be Jesus, but I have a feeling that it's not Jesus. I don't know. I could try and read this text again, but that would take me a while because I'm dyslexic. Ooh, a little bit more hate. Week 3, chapter 3. Paul Gustan, 1894. Pottery. Don't have anything. Oh, don't have anything to argue about this. I just don't like it. Can't connect. Yeah, I see it. I don't get it. I mean, I guess it's pretty, but like, meh. It's like history, so like it's cool, but okay. Ooh, Art Nouveau. I love Art Nouveau. Love Art Nouveau. New favorite thing. I've actually done this in quite a few art pieces lately. I'm trying to like desperately try to do Art Nouveau, and then I can't do it, but like I'm pretty zoned in. I'm gonna figure out how to do it. We have Gustav Klimt, The Dining Room mural, 1905. Adele Blanc-Blever, 1907. It's this one. This one's cool. Love the colors. They're so rich. This like romanticism involved. I've always loved this one, even before this class. I love this artwork. It's really interesting. It has like a collage effect. I don't know, it's just vibes. I love it. Maybe it's the warm color palette. I seem to like really go toward warm color palettes when I like other people's work. This is the other one. Again, warm color palette, soft. She's so pretty. Next, oh, Fauvism. Week 5, chapter 5. Fauvism, color for color's sake. Yeah, all the colors, all the time. Subject is the rack on which we hang the coat of art and color on. I like that. That was cool. I'd like to try this. I really like color, and I have tried it since this. That was quite a long time ago. It kind of worked out. It kind of didn't work out. Once I limited my color palette and just like felt the colors out with a limited color palette, that's when it kind of worked. Henry Matisse, Joy of Life. Yeah, so this one. Yeah, this one. Oh, week 5, chapter 5. Endless column. Boring, don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. The shapes are kind of weird. I mean, it's repetitive. It's like, it's tall, so it's like impressive that it's tall, but like that's the only impressive quality about it. Moving on. Week 6, chapter 6. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this. Oshikar Kokoshika. I'm sorry. Portrait of Adolphe Loos, 1909. Color palette dark, back and with earth tones. Oh, like, okay, dark and earth tones. Cool. But without using black. I've seen that a lot in these works. Really, really dark, moody, with earthy tones. You can't use black. Black destroys it. You have to like use like a really, 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 really dark blue or purple or something. It's the only way to like make it look rich and interesting. The figure's mood. Solemn, feels dark and sad as the figure contemplates something heavy. I even have a sketch. That's my little sketch. This is the artwork. And question. Really interesting. I do really like how he's so like contemplative. It's hard to capture those like facial expressions when something's like, for me, because it's like, it's realism, but it's not realism. Like, he's not perfectly accurate. Like, his hands are a little wonky, and like his face shape is like really dramatized. But he still like has like a very clear and interesting facial expression. Haven't mastered that yet. Not yet. Cards in there. Let's keep going. Cubism. Haha. No. Very few of these I like. I don't understand it and don't find it interesting. Sorry for all the people who love cubists. Sorry. I mean, there are a few in here that are really cool, but I mostly like the movement portion and less about the actual cubism. I like the movement though. It's really cool. Oh, this one's so awesome. I love this one. Week 6, chapter 7. Robert, I'm gonna say Delaney, but that's not right, and Sonia Delaney. Husband and wife, both artists. Interesting to see how the impact of each other's work with a collab. Wonder if I could use this with my mentor's idea. Oh, okay, yeah. I've had an idea for a while about mentors, and this sparked it for me. Or like, not sparked it, but like went with it. It just like kind of slid into place. Husband and wife, both artists. Interesting on how an artist in your life will change or like impact you. That's the thought. That's what this brought up. Both artworks are stunning. I did a little sketch of each. The husband's work is definitely my favorite, although I appreciate the wife's work in textiles, because not a lot of people do that. Look at them. I love round things also, if you know me. Round things. Round. Love round. Look at it. Oh. Yeah, I still can't pronounce this one. I researched it and everything. Can't pronounce it. It's German. Week 7, chapter 8, repetitive arches to photographs of the architecture. Yeah, the photographs are amazing of this architecture. It is Hans Pieslov's Graf Spiculas. I'm sorry. It's the Great Theater in Berlin, 1919. Page 182. This. Stunning. Stunning. I'm so sad that it's dismantled. Like, it's not something you can just like go and see, because I think it would be like a religious experience for an artist to stand in this space. Tears. Sadness. I do have a sketch. Really liked this one. I don't know why it's green. I think maybe because I was thinking of using it for my essay, which I did. Chapter 10, week 8, Dada. Dadaism? I keep saying daddyism, and that's wrong. I like the collage, like paintings. Page 230, 231, and 229. I then list them. This is one of them. Fragmented collage, but soft edges somehow, which is interesting to me. Definitely the color fields. This is I think the best way to color field paint is this like they're kind of mixing together, but they're definitely like separate shapes. That might not make any sense. Blue, week 9. Chapter 11 is interesting. Soft backgrounds and environments were good. What's that on the blue card then? Chapter 12, not interested in the harsh angles or square designs, feels stiff and dead. Yeah. Yeah. Week 9, chapter 13. Oh, this is this one. Okay, this is the one with music, where it was like the look at a painting and listen to music, and then like music that makes you think of a painting, or like when you look at a box of crayons as a picture and then you can smell it. Synesthesia. Super cool. Love that idea. Such an interesting painting. Reminds me of something my grandma would have. It stood out to me, so I picked it. Vibes. Oh, okay. Week 10, chapter 14. Surrealism. Liked this chapter. I like surrealism. It's so crazy. Like, everything's just, it's similar, but it's different. Crazy. The doll. The muse. Yeah, love this whole chapter. Exquisite composition and color. Yeah, composition color for sure for this one. Hans Belmar, doll, 1935. This one, composition super interesting. It's interesting to me that she's in the middle and that like basically like every limb is like attached. Like this, I also really like ball jointed dolls. I like really like ball jointed dolls. I think they're really cool. I thought about making them at one point. Color palette's so interesting too. Just really caught my eye, made me think about color, desaturation color, like dismemberment, but like in a very like classically beautiful way, like but not horrific. Maybe I only make sense to myself. Next one is week 11, chapter 15, American Art Before World War II. John Sloane's Hairdresser, window 1907, has interesting idea of painting from memory of an event. Could be interesting thing to explore. Interesting concept in my instructors saying to never paint or draw from memory. Happens a lot. Like a lot. And then this guy, that's like his thing, is that he'll see something and then immediately go home and paint it only from memory. It was super interesting to me, and I thought it was a good point to bring up to my instructors when they tell me to never paint from memory. And I'm like, oh, but if it was intentional, if it was a technique, I think it's an interesting thing to explore. Things feel freer and happier before World War II. Sad they were just starting to mend. Ooh, yeah. I don't deal well with war. The Hairdresser. Week 11, chapter 16. Abstract Expressionism and New American Sculpture. Hate. Blue. Hate. Hate these block cube paintings. They feel like rage bait. They might have been. I don't remember exactly. Just don't get it. Why? My brain does not like the painting's color blocking. Week 12, Chapter 17, Post-War European. Write that right? European art. I forgot the word art. The whole chapter feels like insanity, like people losing their minds. Makes me feel uncomfortable and low. The horror of war is unthinkable. I remember writing that. Yeah. This one was hard to look through. I can't imagine like artists coming back from a war and then painting about it. You can see it for sure. Just a real artwork for me to show you because it's just a chapter one. Oh, a double. Okay. Double. Double. That's some Canadian. Okay, let's start with the bad news. Week 12, chapter 18, Nouveau Realism and Fluxes. Page, figure. Oh, She Cathedral. No. Really dislike this one. Uncomfortable. I think this is the worst one. This one's the worst one in this whole book. I prefer the squares. I really dislike this one. Feels like repetitive birth or rape. It's a cool idea, but the execution's too much for me. I did sketch it though. Big no. I would not walk into that. Okay, next. The good news. Oh, this one. Armand. Love Armand. I love his stuff. I spent like 4 hours scrolling through his artist website, just loving it. Cool artist. Armand, cool artist. Love his sculptures and assemblage, deep meaning that doesn't have to be explained. It's very hard to do. It's super interesting. I do have sketches. I have the little mannequin that is resin, and then she's filled with shaving brushes. Like you put the cream on and then you put it on the face. That brush. That's what she's filled with, and it's entitled Bluebeard. The tale of Bluebeard is like so awesome and sad and terrible all at the same time. Greek mythology. The other one on this side is the Cars. He also did a tank one. I think I prefer the tank one. I just think it's cooler. But the Cars are really interesting. It's crazy to me that he like got all of his hands on this, and then like a country commissioned him for the tank one, which is just like super cool. Never thought of sculpture like this large. I don't think I've ever seen a sculpture this large other than like the Statue of Liberty or something, which I haven't actually seen in person. Super cool idea. Definitely gonna keep him in mind as I move forward with assemblage and 3D works. Ooh, a teal card. Week 12, chapter 18. Oh, this is the Cristiano and Jean-Claude wrapped Switzerland. Yes, okay. So, here, I'll show you the card. I have something written on the back. One sec. Buildings covered in plastic wrap. Cool. This is the image in the textbook, but this is not the image in my brain. My brain is the giant Parliament building covered in it. I learned about this in high school from my mentor. Shout out Dave Randall. I thought he was joking when he told me about this. When I originally learned that people did this, I thought he was joking. I thought he was trying to pull my leg. Super awesome that it's not. I can't believe how dedicated you'd have to be to your art practice to do all of the paperwork that would have been necessary to do that, because I know I would not have been. I don't think I've ever been that passionate about an art piece to do some 30 odd years of paperwork. I hate paperwork. Oh, another blue one. Week 13, chapter 19. Oh, this is the giant love statue on Fifth Ave Plaza, New York. The statue itself, I'm sure, was super cool when it was built, but I hate what it's become. It's so overused. I hate looking at it. It's on t-shirts, it's plastered on tote bags. Like, I'm just so tired of seeing these letters like assembled this way. It's over. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's a cool sculpture, but I'm done with it. I was really annoyed, actually. I was like, when I saw it. Yeah, annoying, cliche, overdone. Which is sad, because it's like media's fault, not the artwork's fault. This guy. Which is actually, it's the right way in the camera, but in this textbook, is backwards. Bum, almost there. Week 13, chapter 19, popular culture. Oh, this is so cool. It's so horrific, but also so cool. Gives you like shivers. So haunting and horrific, the idea of viewing oneself seemingly without hope decaying. The symbolism is magnificent. It feels like a photo. Split plane is interesting. So this one's the State Hospital. This guy. Super interesting. Super horrific. But, so interesting. I don't know what it is about it. It is just really, really interesting. It does look like too real. Cool. Split plane. We've been learning a lot lately about split plane paintings in my painting class. I don't like a lot of them. This one's interesting though, because there's no like split line, but it does definitely feel like a split painting. It has the same like qualities. Keeping it in mind if I ever have to do it again. Oh, I did a drawing for this one. Look at that. I think it goes that way. Yeah. I think this might be our last one. Teal. Week 13, chapter 20, page 506, figure 225. Moving sculpture. Reminds me of... Oh, okay, yeah. I just did this one, actually. This guy. It's cool. I feel like I've seen other work from this before. Specifically, blue card. Or teal card. There's a movie called The Upside where a man is paralyzed from like the top of the neck down, and he has a caregiver. And anyway, there's a part in the movie where he's lying in bed in the morning, he's awake before everyone else, and he has a sculpture that looks just like this, but it's a ceiling hanging and it's orange instead of black. And it moves and like flexes in the most magnificently graceful, beautiful way. And it really like amplifies the hauntingness of the man in the bed that's trapped and can't move. Like trapped within his own body, like his own body won't function and move. it's the most interesting thing. And he's even an art collector, which is like, but that's what this reminds me of. It's a really like deep and interesting concept in that movie with this sculpture. I have to look it up maybe, because it's cool. It's a really good movie as well. There might be one more. This might be for another class. I do use this textbook for my other classes. Well, yeah, it is. Blank. That's the end. That was my box of art history.